Hey YouTubers, I just want to say thanks for being here today to watching this video. You know, maybe you stumbled upon it, maybe you're part of my Facebook page, whatever. But regardless, I'm just really happy that you're here watching this. So, more importantly, I just want to thank you for taking the initiative to start living life the way that you want to. So, I say let's start right off the bat here with the purpose of these videos. So, mainly what I'm trying to help you do is to find your reason or purpose to motivate yourself. So Jim Rohn says, motivation is what gets you started, but habit is what keeps you going. And I think a big part of the habit that we're looking for here is the habit of finding self-motivation in yourself. Not really looking for any external sources, but just having it. It's self-repeating if you really think about it. The end result is an endless supply of motivation for the rest of your life. And I get it, it'll be pretty hard some days. I mean, I occasionally have to fire up YouTube and throw on a motivational video just to wake up out of bed. But I've noticed a really awesome trend, with self-motivating. When I wake up happy, it's really hard for me to not be happy. And a lot of the things that actually get me sad are just pretty stupid and redundant. Just the other day on my way to work, I was thinking to myself, like, when I get into work, like, what crap am I going to have to deal with today? And it started to really tick me off, and you know what? It was the best day I've ever had at work ever. And it just really goes to show that your brain, is still trying to figure out ways to ruin your day. And I think you got to fight back against it. And now we're going to explore a little bit later in the videos some ways to, combat that and keep you motivated through some adverse situations. So throughout my videos, you're going to see a common theme that they're primarily focused around motivation, but I think there's so many more aspects to success than just motivation. So you're going to see some cool things. You're in for a treat. Now, even though nobody's going to ever admit it, self-motivating it's going to be a very easy process. And I know that sounds kind of off, but the first thing that you really are going to have to get over is the anxiety that comes with thinking about motivating yourself to do something. Because naturally your brain's going to tell you so many reasons to not do something, but you know dang well that you need to. But throughout my videos you're going to see some cool tips and tricks on how to deal with anxiety as well. But self-motivation is going to renew itself time and time again whenever you find yourself a purpose. And now, what do I mean by a purpose? So a purpose is going to be the striving force behind every single one of your actions in the future. It'll be the reason that you wake up out of bed every single morning instead of hitting the snooze button, in spite of all the reasons to just hit the alarm clock and go back to bed. It'll silence the part of your brain that says, hey, you could get hurt doing this, or you could lose a lot of money doing this. Something that really just says, forget about the fail-safe, like, let's take the risk here. And now, at first, self-motivating really doesn't have to be about the huge goals, but maybe just the small things, like, waking up, getting out of bed, and kind of just coming to terms and saying, hey, I'm really happy that I'm alive today. Because when you do find your purpose, you're never going to become unhappy, because it'll take itself at the top of the list of everything that you've ever had. Above your occupation, your social life, your emotional life, everything else, it's going to be at the top, pushing you every single bit of the way. Not saying that it'll ruin your social life and emotional life or anything else, but it'll actually make them quite a bit better. But by helping you do the things you've always wanted to do your whole life. So what does a purpose for self-motivation look like? I think it looks a lot like love for Bob Marley. The guy, 2 days before he was going to go do a free concert, free, mind you, he got shot in the arm. And, his friend kind of asked him, he's like, why are you still going to go and perform? Shouldn't you be in a hospital, get checked out? And you know what his response to him was? He was like, alright, so the people that are trying to make this world worse really aren't taking a day off, so why should I? And I don't know, if that's not love, I don't know what love is. He really did care about the common people, and I think that's pretty applaudable. Or being the greatest for Muhammad Ali, the guy, and during the Sonny Liston fight, this was like the meanest boxer of all time was Sonny Liston back in the day, and he just had no fear when he went to go fight him. Sonny Liston was pretty involved with the mob, and he was actually pretty comparable to Mike Tyson with how hard he would hit. And Muhammad Ali just showed him no fear. And in one of the press conferences, he literally goes, he says, I know you have him picked. He says, but I'ma show you how great I am. Ali just showed no fear towards the man. It's kind of funny because Ali ended up beating him. He knocked him out in the first minute of the first round. That's ridiculous. And all of these people were known for something, and I know you will be too whenever you find your purpose. So I really just wish people, would believe in themselves more and realize their full potential, what they could have. But I understand that's quite hard if nobody's ever shown them before. But I think for the purposes of these videos, that person's going to have to show you is yourself. Because it's going to become your identity. It'll be who you are known as. And not only does this help you with accomplishing your goals, but it's going to help you for the rest of your life. The benefits are purely endless, and that's all I got for today now. So if this seems like something you want to be involved with, definitely watch the rest of my videos I have planned for you guys. And you know, if you really found some benefit out of this, take a look at my Facebook page, my Instagram. I always put up motivational quotes every single day. Most of them are from me, some of them are from really awesome people throughout history. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the future. And it's really self-repeating if you can think about it, you know, motivation that keeps on going. So we'll explore. So throughout my videos, you're going to see a common theme that is primarily focused around motivation, but I think there's so many more, you know, aspects to motivation. Because 9 times out of 10, you're just psyching yourself out, and you know the benefit's going to be so much more than what you guys were freaking out about. Not good.